and welcome everybody to Erlengrat. I am in the Alps. I am in the Swiss Alps. So, welcome to this Let's Play. Brand new episode, brand new series. So I'm just out of the sawmill. I was just having a chat to the folk in there about possible prices of lumber and wood chips at this time of year. As you can see, we are on seasons. I'm going to be playing 6-day seasons on this map, and I've also installed the Swiss Geo as well. So the Swiss Geo gives us a rather interesting planting plan. As you can see, we can't plant anything at the moment. It's too cold, so the planting window starts in the middle part of spring. Quite a short window, and then for soybeans and corn it's just a wee window at the start of the summer, and it's a really late crop, so you've got the danger of it getting too cold. We can plant poplars for a good chunk of the year, and our other crops are not too bad. We obviously don't have cotton in this part of the world either. So yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting. The forecast at the moment is pretty cold as well. It gets warmer towards the middle of the week, and yeah, we will see how we get on. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around the farm. I've set this map up on Farm Manager, so I've got rid of all the original buildings, and it's took me a little while to set this up, to be honest. So I've used quite a few different mods. I've also got the straw harvest add-on enabled on this as well, so we've got straw pellets we can make and hay pellets. And yeah, what we'll do, we'll jump in the little electric RitchiF, which is nice and quiet, and we'll head up to the farm. Obviously, those that haven't been on the map, this is the main town of Erlengrat, and yeah, we've got a beautiful backdrop for this Let's Play. Got the river just by us here. Obviously we're just at the sawmill, and what I'll do is I'll walk you around the map in a little bit, but our farm is just up here, so we'll make our way up here. We own this little bit of grass to the left here, little grassy pasture there, and as we come up the hill here we turn left. This is our main farm, so we'll come in here, and those that have played on this DLC already and played it in the vanilla, you'll notice it's quite a bit different. So we'll just go into the centre of the yard, and then I'll just go through what we've installed and what we've put in. So I'll just stop there a second, jump out. So yeah, like I said, I've got a few different mods installed, so big thanks to RitchiF and also to Vertex designs for their sheds and silos. So this is RitchiF's timbered farm pack, and I've used a lot of that for the main farm buildings. The two buildings that we've got our equipment in, these are the ones by Vertex design. These in the mod hub under Composite machine sheds, and obviously yeah, we've got the Alpine DLC running as well. So yeah, got two of these sheds here, a 4-door and a 5-door. So that's there. This silo here is a pretty much a multi-fruit silo. It doesn't do a couple of things, but it does do quite a lot of stuff. And there's nothing in that just now. Got the pressure washer over here, and then I've got a workshop trigger just here. Over here I've got myself a windmill and a power box. So windmills by Greenbale, and that's just giving me a drip feed of income, which will offset the cost of these buildings. So these ones, this is a sheep pasture by RitchiF from that same pack. I'll leave all the links for the packs and the mods in the description. And yeah, the sheep will hold 50 sheep, so that's not too bad. I've got floodlights installed as well, so light us up at night. And then yeah, this is just the normal in-game sheds with the equipment. I'll show you that all in a minute. Standard house from the original DLC, and then over here I've got a small chicken coop, This holds only 30 chickens, but the eggs are really more for me to eat to keep myself nice and strong. And then down here we've got the other half of the farm, which is the cow part. So a couple of bunker silos here. I can't remember the modern name for that, so I do apologise, but I will put it in the description. And then RitchiF's cow shed as well. The cow shed itself will take 200 cows. And then I've put in another couple of small sheds. One here and one over here. So this cow shed's pretty big. Manure goes there, and there's slurry point there. Straw goes in there. So another shed here. So going on to the equipment, you might have noticed the eagle eyes here. There was a front load there with a bucket and a milk trailer. And I've got two more trailers here, so just standard in-game ones. Metal Tech one there, Farm Tech, and then yeah, the Agroliner one there. So small and a big one. I've got grit and salt bins about the place as well because the potential of snow. When I was setting up this map, actually, I did it a couple of different ways, messing about with the geos, and the first day on one of the geos it just snowed constantly, so it was quite interesting. So that's the farm as it is. Lots of bits of equipment, some from the new DLC, so got a Tedder windrower and a bale wrapper from the new Pottinger kit, but I've also installed some of my favourites as well. So the SIP Pioneer 20 is an absolutely brilliant little loading wagon to get going with, dirt cheap, and yeah, holds 20,000 litres. And then yeah, one of my favourite square balers, because I will need square bales for the straw harvest. This is off the pack as well, Pottinger Nova Alpine 261, charging point for the electric tractor, a few attachments, bale, spike and bag loader, nice big weight. And then in here we've got some nice starting equipment. So I've got a seed caddy and a Vedastat seed caddy and a KUHN Kuhn seeder, fertilizer, spreader, and yeah, Lemkin cultivator, Fent harvester with header, 7.6 meter header. And then in the other shed, we'll go over this one. Obviously we've got the small electric tractor. And open this. We have the RitchiF SKH 150, so the bigger one of the two RitchiFs. And we've got a Fent 724, which is 240 horsepower, so that's our big tractor. So both of these got front loader attachments on it, so I can mix and match with that. So a bit of start equipment. Obviously, yeah, the idea of this Let's Play was to not start from scratch. I didn't really want to do that. My last Let's Play on Little Norton had a lot of that already. So I started from with £20,000 and a pickup, and that was it. So yeah, this one's kind of, yeah, we've already got equipment on the farm, and the idea is that I will not do as many contracts this time round. My last Let's Play I did a lot, so I'm going to limit myself to 3 contracts, maximum 3 contracts a game day. I've got a feeling with this geo, times are going to be quite hard. I think it says in the geo description that it is quite wet on this map, so we will see how we do with the grass work. But yeah, I really love this map actually, it is great. So we'll just have a quick look of what land we own and where we are. So basically we have a few things. So we own a really quite large pasture up in the top or the bottom right of the map, which is right on the top of the hillside. On here there's a fair few trees as well, so we can maybe do a bit of forestry in there, clear the land and make something of that. Down here we have field 4 and some grass pastures. and grassland, so that's good. And then this bit over here, this is where the straw harvest factory is, so you'll see all that in a bit, and there is a little bit of a backstory to that, but yeah, it involves field 6, so we'll go and show you that. The biogas plant as well, incidentally, I have installed a pellet cell point and a biogas heating pellet heating system there as well for selling the pellets. So yeah, I've got a couple of extra cell points on the map. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive down the road in this, and we'll just quickly show you the straw harvest sort of setup, and then yeah, we'll get on with a few things. Plan for this episode really was just to sort of show you guys about, and then after we've done that, yeah, it was to just crack on with a bit of field work. So the field just down behind the cow pasture, which just drive past it in a second, we obviously own that, and I think yeah, that'll need a ploughing out, so we'll get that done on this episode. And like I said, there's a field down by the pellet factory down here which has some work needing done to it as well. So in the narrative of this this Let's Play, it's not going to be very narrative driven, this one, it's more me just playing the game. If you've watched any of the Little Norton episodes, then yeah, that was obviously quite a lot of narrative on that one. So yeah, this one's a little bit more just focused on the game and the farming, because yeah, I really like this map, I really do. I know there's a lot of Marmite to do with this map. Some people really like it, some people don't like it at all, and yeah, the equipment and stuff, but this tractor, I think this tractor's amazing. It's absolutely brilliant, and the battery charge on it from all accounts lasts forever as well. So this is our pellet factory, it's right next to the animal dealership. Again, another shed there for keeping pallets in, and a big area here. We'll just turn that off, and if we go in here, we've obviously got our pallet factory set up. We've got the Corona pelletizer there, and we've got this Art Mechanics PTO generator which will power it. So those are the two bits of machines in here, and what I can do is I can, if you haven't seen the straw harvesting before, then I can just use this to make pellets which go into there, get bagged up, and then they come out here, and then I can load them up and go and sell them. Or alternatively, I can take this off and move it and just put pellets loose into these bunkers if I want to. Got a little bit of molasses there because this thing takes molasses and water to make the pellets. So there's a little bit there spare. So the guys down here are pretty friendly. They're quite happy for me to come in and use that stuff. And yeah, there is a bit of a fee for using it. So here, this field here is the one they're looking to get sorted. So this is like their test field. So what they're going to do is they're going to put different crops in it that produce swath. So we can put some wheat in there, we can put barley in there, we can put oats in there, and yeah, and we can also plant it with grass, I guess. And yeah, they want to just see what yields best, really. So first year we're going to put in wheat, then the next time we'll put in barley, and so on, and just see which generates the best yield and the most amount of pallets. So that's the plan with that. So the guys are wanting us to prep that field as well, which will obviously need ploughing and liming, etc. So we'll get on with that. But that's what I've done there. Up at the biogas plant, pretty simple. All I've done there is I've just added the cell point and the heating plant as well. So we'll see them at some point in the series, no doubt. We'll head up there in a couple of episodes. Okay then, so as you can see, I'm on a a bridge. So this kind of archway here marks the start of our land. So everything to the left here we own as part of this big pasture. So if I bring up the mini map here, you can see it's just in the bottom corner. So that bottom chunk around that sort of corner there is our stretch of land there. So yep, so across to our left there. So as you can see, there's a fair few trees in this this section. So we've got trees over here, and we've got some trees up here as well. But it's a huge area of grassland as well. So it goes right to the edge of the map. The edge of the map's just there. So, and yeah, if we go up this way as well. So yeah, this clump of trees up here as well. So yeah, quite a bit of forest, and like I said, a huge pasture here as well. So we've got no shortage of grassland at all. And what I'm thinking with this area here, we can certainly do some bits and bobs with it. It's quite steep, so yeah, it'd be quite interesting to farm it. But yeah, it could certainly do some replanting in some of the episodes, or potentially plant some poplars, something like that. So yeah, that's the plan for this bit as well. So we'll head back down. We're going to head down towards Erlengrat, and we'll go and get some ploughing done. What I'll need to do is I'll need to get some lime, and I'll also need to lease a plough. I could buy one, but we're only going to use it a couple of times a year, so I may as well just lease it or rent one for now. So I've got a few in. There's a few in store, so yeah, we'll have a look and see what we want to get. So I'll meet you down there. We'll go and get that stuff, and we'll get some field work done. We'll see you in a bit. Right, fantastic. Back down at the yard then, and what I've done is I've got the Lemken 4-meter cultivator on here. Now, what happened was, as soon as I came and cut, I had a look at the menu screen. Now, I'll just share with you. So, the only field that does need ploughing is the bit up by the pallet factory. So, that needs ploughing. The rest of it is fine. Field 4 is fine, and I'm not ploughing any of the grass fields just now. So if we go on to take that off, lime, both those fields don't need lime. And fertilising, they both had one fertilising state on them. So we can put a set of fertiliser on there, and yeah, we can also cultivate field 4 and plough field 6. So that's why I've got the plough. So I'm in the fence. We're just going to go down to field 4. We'll get it started, and then what I'll do is I'll maybe put a worker on it, so we can go and get this this plough for the other tractor. So it's quite tight, this, especially up that end by the barn, so I'm going to have to put in a bit of a headland, I think, otherwise the worker's not going to enjoy it that much. So we'll start this end, and then we'll go and we'll get some of this done. So get ourselves lined up. I reckon that'll work. It's full of weeds as well, this as well, so let's check that goes down. Perfect. And that should be about right. Yep. There we go, our first bit of field work. So just come out of cab so you can see. There we go. So yeah, it's a small cultivator, this, but yeah, when I set this map up, I wanted to have equipment that I could start with and work up from. It was never an intention just to have all the equipment I wanted and just go for it. I have got quite a lot of starting equipment, to be fair, and yeah, it was quite hard to make decisions on what to get, because the big thing with this is, especially on console, is the slot count, and yeah, I had to do a lot of messing about. There was a few barns and workshop things and things that I wanted to use, but they're just too heavy on the slots, unfortunately. But hopefully you like what you see. I'm pretty proud of my efforts on the old landscaping and everything else, and it's given us a farm that will be able to grow as well, which is what I wanted. And I've got quite good starting equipment, which will be for keeps, but some of it we will upgrade and sell along the way. So what I'm going to do with this corner here is I'm going to go straight across from here, put a couple of headlands in across here, and then that way the worker should be okay. I just love this backdrop. Spent a lot of time in the Alps, mainly the French Alps, when I was younger, doing winter seasons. Used to work in chalets, cooking and cleaning, and getting to snowboard every day, which was quite cool. And yeah, it's great to be in the Alps again. Love it. Everywhere you look there's something different. There's a big bridge over there, and then yeah, other towns dotted about the lake. Oh, missed a bit. There you go. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to do one more run down this way. I'd rather run up the other side, and then from there we'll let the worker get on with it. And then next time you see me, I will be heading down to the stores. We'll go and get this plough, and yeah, we'll go and get make a start on the field 6. Yeah, field 6, down by the lake where the pallet factory is. Okay, we're just down at the store with the RitchiF, so we're going to rent that plough. So I'm going to ploughs. So we've got loads and loads of choices. With the new Alpine farming pack, we have the Pottinger Servo 25, which only takes 85 horsepower, but it is only 1.2 meters. The other in-game ones, we've got plenty of different ones. Lemkin's quite good as a German sort of brand, but needs 300 horsepower, so it's a bit beyond ours. And I have got some other mods installed, but again they're pretty chunky on the horsepower. The other two mods I've got here is the classic Lizard subsoiler, which gives you a ploughed state, 6 meter width, and this one, which is by Rowley Christie, which is 6 meters as well, but it's only £8,000. So I'm going to lease one of these, I think. Takes 180 horsepower, so hopefully it'll be okay. If not, we might have to swap it around with the Fendt, but we'll lease that. And what I do need to do as well is I need to get another weight, because I think this will need a weight. So we'll go for go for 1,000, and we'll change that to a nice yellow colour to match the tractor. Okay, so we'll buy one of them. Okay, right, jump in. I've put this on 2-wheel steering just now, just for around the streets. Get the weight on. There we go. Oh, try not to crash into the cars. Interesting. Turning a circle on two-wheel steer is not as good. There we go. So I need to head from here all the way down to field 6. So what we'll do, we'll head across. I will see you down there in 2 ticks. Fantastic folks, so we're down at the field and yeah, we'll get this ploughed. Again, just like the other one, I'll put in a bit of a... Right, I'm just going to check one thing before we move on. I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want to create fields. Limit to fields. Okay. Sorry, just didn't want to end up doing something wrong. Now then, will it work? It's just about pulling it. Struggling a wee bit. It's pulling it though. It's just a bit slow. So again, I'm going to put a line across here. And just cut the field in 2. It's definitely struggling a little bit, but it's still doing it. Just going to take a little bit longer. So. Maybe put the 4-wheel steering on as well. There we go. Oh, wrong one. What's that? Fantastic. So, as I drove past, the worker in the Fent was doing a perfect job of the cultivating over on that field, so I've just left them to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of this field ploughed. So I'm going to finish the episode there, I think. So we'll get this field finished, and then what we need to do after that is we need to do some prep work. Need to get some fertilising done. What I might do is I might put a cover crop in. I might put some radish in just as a cover crop as an extra fertilising state, because we can't actually plant anything for the next 2 game days, so that would give that a chance to grow, and then we can cultivate that in and then plant on top of that, which will give us all 3 fertilising states. But what I'll do is I'll continue with this, I'll get this ploughed, and then on the next episode I'll have come up with a game plan and we'll decide what to do. But I hope you've enjoyed the first episode on the Alpine DLC Erlengrat map. Like I said, I really like this map. Hopefully, yeah, the Let's Play will take some shape. We'll get some stuff done. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the episode, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment or share the videos, you're more than welcome to. But most importantly, keep playing the game, keep enjoying yourselves, and we will see you next time in the Swiss Alps. Take care of yourselves, goodbye.